Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Crypto in Your Business.
Introducing Lucia.
I'm one of your hosts, Ruby Thomas, here with P2G, who happens to be in the house, accompanied by some of my greatest friends, Miss Chocolate Gold Bay.
Greetings, everybody.
Hey, and we got in the house with us, the Gold Banker.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the platform. Y'all got in for a treat.
Oh, yes, it is. I have to adjust things. So while we are building this process for you today, we're going to have some insight as to why do you want crypto in your business? Really important to know because it appears that things are changing. So we're going to touch on some things about the current state of the economy for our business owners. If you have been invited to this stream, it's because someone cares about the outcome of your life and your family's future with your business, entrepreneurship, or even your nonprofit. Crypto is not just something for major businesses, for giant companies. It was created for the people, but for the people to use it, we must know how to utilize it and put it to work locally, starting with you and me. So let's get started. We got a little plan tonight. It's a little different. We got to talk about what's going down. I don't know about y'all. Can y'all share a little bit about what's been happening out here? Stuff people might be concerned about. What's been going on? What we learned?
Well, October 18th is the big day. So, there are some things going on between.
What big day? What's going on? October 18th is not a holiday. What's going on?
It is. Oh, it will be a holiday, whether you know it or not. It may not be the traditional holiday. You are going to be as free as a bird. You are going to be as free as a bird.
Okay. So stop being vague and tell them what's going down.
Okay. Now, I don't know if everyone is aware, and that's the first thing. Janet Yellen sent a letter to Congress about a week and a half ago stating that the U.S. is going to default on all their loans nationwide if they don't raise the debt ceiling.
Okay, who is Janet Yellen? And we got to be mindful that there are people who don't know who you're talking about. I mean, really, if they already knew, then this is not news for them.
Janet Yellen is the Secretary of the Treasury. She is the one that helps.
No, I was just saying, okay.
She is the one who actually helps to write the budget for the United States and provide the funding for the U.S. to run all its agencies, such as the federal government, Social Security, social services, federal employees.
She almost sounds like the mama of the
Look,
house.
let me put it this way. If you want to be funny,
so Janet
she's the mother that has money falling from the tree, but right now the tree is bare.
Yeah. She's the one that goes, look, all the apples is gone. If y'all don't start planting some more, it's like we gonna have to go and petition somebody for some new apples because this tree ain't giving no more.
It is something else.
IOUs for apples, y'all.
That ain't even funny.
I'm just saying.
But because it is such a reality that we're facing.
Yes.
We don't get how serious it's going to be as this thing is going. Because not only are we talking about that debt ceiling being broken, right? Congress is also talking about that central digital currency.
That Fed coin.
Yeah, coming real soon, right?
To a local grocery store near you. Be careful.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Right. Be careful, but also understand that you understanding what's going on, especially in this crypto space, is going to decide whether you end up on the bad side of this change or the good side.
Well, the way things are going, I don't know if there's a good side to it at all. Because they have till the 18th, I think Ruby said the 15th, but one of those days are in question. It's either the 18th or the 15th.
It's the 18th.
And if they raise the ceiling, we in trouble. If they don't raise the ceiling, we in trouble. So it's not even a win-win as far as dealing in the regular currency.
Now,
And when I say regular currency, I'm referring to the dollar. I am
my question
referring
is,
to
how
the
does that,
dollar.
right, how does this affect? See, we want to make sure we drive this home very clearly, because we're not just talking about arbitrary. And Al's, the gold banker is correct. I'm gonna be really honest. We in a rock and a hard place, damned if we do, damned if we don't situation. And it's not funny, but it is. Because I'm like, guys, we've been on this path for a long time. We've been distracted to think that this is new. It ain't new, boo-boo, and Corona didn't cause nothing. This was the inevitability of this is what they say, the end game. A lot of folks, y'all call us crazy. We saving gold, oh my God. Robert Kiyosaki, who we're about to share with you a little information, everybody calls him the gold bug. Oh my goodness, those gold bugs. And it's weird, but the only real value once the dollar becomes something called insolvent.
Oh, that's not pretty.
Hey, only thing you got to trade is something real. What's real, y'all?
Gold, silver, crypto.
Right? And only stuff that you got access to yourself. Because if we go to a bank, anything that's insolvent, can they move it?
Insolvent means non-existent.
There you go.
Right.
And people think, oh, ain't that what it is? Because there's nothing backing the gold, the dollar now. So doesn't it have no value? No, baby. I'm just trying to let you know. They put the word debt on the note for a reason. It's backed by debt. When the debt ain't no good, it's done. It's done. What happens when your debt ain't no good? Ain't that sad? That's disturbing.
Crazy as hell.
What happens when your IOU don't work? I'm like, what? Come on now, somebody.
When your IOU ain't. Now that's, it's funny. We're laughing and making jokes about this, but you really got to put this into perspective. The country that we currently live in has been designed to operate on the debt structure. You free yourself from debt to be able to get more debt so that you can free yourself to get more debt. Yeah. And create the personification of you're doing well.
Like you have something.
Like you got something.
Anybody know people got Ferraris? They got really nice cars, but y'all don't know that it's attached to a monthly note.
Shoot, our daughter was cracking a joke.
They got real big houses. It's like one of the first things that you learn when you become a millionaire is how to actually, so these millionaires teach each other this. They teach it to each other all the time. Most people, I'm gonna go buy me $1 million house, I'm gonna buy me a this, I'm gonna buy me a that. Most people like, well, while you putting all your cash out, I'm gonna go get the bank to pay for that. And I'm gonna get the bank to cover this. And I'm gonna get somebody else's money other than my own real cash to cover that.
Excellent.
Meanwhile, that's called a debt note. And then I take my real cash and go put it in the gold. I go put it into something solid, something that builds up and keeps creating. Well, this is the system of finances that we, the people, don't get, because we, the people, get educated by the government. That was built.
Scary enough, ain't it?
That was built by the millionaires who make up the actual financial backing for our government. Sound suspicious, anybody? Hey, look, we can go down that aisle all day long, but in the meantime, we have to educate ourselves out of this system. And one of the ways to do that is to, one, make yourself aware of what is actually happening to the financial system, which is why I'd like to share a video. Would you guys mind if I share a video here?
Well, now I want to keep having this conversation. I don't want to watch no video. No, go ahead.
Hey, do what you want to do, but I think everybody want to see what just went down. I was watching Kitco. But I watched Kitco today. Now it's interesting. This is just a few days ago when we first started getting this information on October 6th. Okay, a little earlier.
This is Kitco
About
News
6 days
coming
ago.
to you from New York, and my next
Ruth, give it some volume.
massive market crash is coming in October. Robert Kiyosaki is an entrepreneur, personal finance
guru, and the author of more than 26 books, including the international bestseller Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Robert, good to have you back with us on Kitco.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate your being part of your program. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate your insight, and we want to get those insights on this October crash. Secretary Yellen is warning that if Congress doesn't raise the debt limit by October 18th, that there'll be a financial crisis, a calamity, as she calls it. Is this what you think will trigger this October crash?
Well, I think it's already been triggered personally, because after I posted that market crash, the S&P 500 is really the S&P 7, and it's being held up by Treasury Secretary Yellen and Powell. So there's no correlation between the economy and what Yellen and Powell are doing. Now, I say one more thing, is that I'm a little strange in that I like crashes. So this next crash is going to be really, really good, but it'll bring down gold, silver, Bitcoin, stocks. But the good news is a crash is a good time to get rich. So that's why I'm optimistic, and I'm very optimistic on gold, silver, and Bitcoin, not on stocks.
All right. Well, let's first focus on the equity side of this crash and then talk about gold, silver, and Bitcoin. So what do you think essentially really triggers this? When you say crash, how many percentage points are you talking here? What do you anticipate?
Well, the big debate is there inflation or deflation? And if you look historically, what's happened today is the nominal debt to GDP is a correlation of M2, the volume of money, times the velocity of money.
Right.
And the reason Yellen and Powell are scrambling is because they've expanded M2, so everybody thinks there's going to be inflation. But velocity of money, which is what Jim Records and I always talk about, the velocity of money is plummeting. People are not spending. So they pump all this money in, prices go up. Meanwhile, the Asians are catching up now. The ports are finally open. So it is transitory inflation. But the problem is we're stacked with this massive debt, and all it's done is bump up the stock market and real estate market. The money has not gone into the economy. That's the sad part. So the rich get richer, but the poor and middle class are getting poorer. It is tragic what's happening today.
So what sets this off? Do you anticipate that there won't be some kind of way to raise the debt ceiling come October 18th?
Well, they can do all they like, but I'll just say it again. It's M2, which is money supply, times velocity.
Right, but what's the trigger? What is the trigger that all of a sudden destroys investor confidence, which is already a little shaky at the moment when investors really look at the fundamentals? But what's the trigger that really shatters investor confidence in the equity markets?
Well, I don't know what it'll exactly be, but you can't keep printing fake money. That's M2. And the velocity of money keeps dropping, but the debt keeps going up. So you and I don't have to go to Harvard to understand that's not good. So they're just going to keep doing the same old thing. And meanwhile, that's what we're doing today is actually going to kill the economy too, because you and I are now on, let's say, Zoom. So technology is going to wipe out more jobs. Like, who's going to fly? Who's going to stay at a hotel? I can now do more seminars in a day. I did one the other day. I did a recording in Europe. I did one in the States, and then that evening I did one in Singapore. I don't climb on an airplane? So meanwhile, they're trying to keep these dead industries afloat, and somebody's going to say, hey, it cannot go much further, and it's coming this October, because the velocity of money is now too slow. Savings are going up, spending is going down.
Well, look, technology can be deflationary, as you say, but when it comes to in-person meetings and webinars and conferences, you can't really replace that in-person connection that you get. But yeah, to your point, the fact that people are having Zoom meetings has certainly reduced business travel, certainly very much for the time being. I'm interested, though, Robert, why you say that when this equity market crashes, that gold, silver, and Bitcoin are all going to crash as well.
This is going to be the biggest crash in world history. We have never had this much debt pumped up. Debt is the biggest problem of all, but that's called M2, money supply. And the debt to GDP ratio is out of sight. So when it comes down, which it brings everything down with it, that's when I'm going to be buying more gold, silver, and Bitcoin. If I could say a couple of more things, as published this book here, it's called The Capitalist Manifesto. It comes out November 10th, and I want to give people the big picture. The reason I don't care for Yellen, and all it's done is bump up the stock market and real estate market. The money has not gone into the economy. That's the sad part. So I don't trust the Fed.
Okay, sorry about that. So I just want to just kind of stop here and just kind of bring to our business owners how this affects you. While we are listening to numbers that seem like it's on a large scale, we always think that trickle down is how it works. How does it really work, y'all? Ms. Chocolate, if you're with us.
Well, if we look at what they've done in the past, whenever there was quote unquote a bailout, everybody at the top 2% gets taken care of. And then everything else then there's the portion that's like, I want to say 48 to 50% of the bottom half is big business who gets bailed out secondly. And then everybody else is left to flounder at the bottom of the pond when there's no water left in it. That's how it usually goes if you really think about it. Businesses that actually maintain the country, like mom and pop and small businesses or manufacturing areas, get left for last before they even get taken care of.
Right.
And they don't bail them out. They're stuck to do whatever they're able to pull out from what they have for their own personal finances or whatever business equities that are left in the company that made the business solvent. And that could include anywhere from the business financial structure, savings plans in the businesses, 401ks that they've had for their employees.
Exactly.
All that stuff is up for grabs when you're in the lower, in the lower 50, for lack of a better term.
So you were talking about mom and pops and local stores. These people
Yes.
who are directly affected by financial crashes. Why? Because when you think of stimulus, you think of the funds that people just got. Most stimulus went back into a lot of the communities. You know how they did that? People started going shopping again. People could go get their food. Where would most people were elderly, so they didn't go on these long trips out to BJ's and stuff. They went to the local supermarkets. They went where they could go. You have a lot of businesses that are local delivery companies. People could get delivery food in. I'm just learning that for SNAP benefits, you can now order food. Hot food can be used for SNAP benefits. So you can now eat at a restaurant with SNAP benefit. Yep. People order
I'm
from.
not touching that.
I'm not.
I'm
Okay.
not touching that.
This is how serious things are, guys.
I got it.
That's how
I got it.
serious it drives home. People think it's a good thing. Oh, I've got hundreds of dollars in SNAP. And now they're allowing you to almost unlimitedly spend it. As long as it gets back into the hands of circulation because they need it desperately. But what Robert Kiyosaki just explained is they're not funding you.
Not at all.
Scraps compared to what is being dumped. That $3 trillion debt raise is not planned to go to the average homes. Have you noticed that the stimulus checks have stopped being even talked about?
There hasn't been a conversation for stimulus in 2 weeks.
No, there's still
You
also
actually check
people
the
who got
news.
the letter. A lot of people who got a letter like myself from President Biden, who never got it, never received it. And now you have a lot of these benefits that they're trying to cut off if you haven't gotten the vaccine. We're not even going to go down that road. But there's a constant process of moving the finish line. And this is what happens when you don't secure your position in the game of money. Robert talks about it all the time. Robert Kiyosaki's huge talk about how to secure yourself. And this is a learning process. So right now, what you're at is Crypto in Business, because this is the platform for small businesses to learn how to get in this new money game where they can empower themselves while empowering the people around them that keep them in business. Something we should have been doing a long time ago. Crypto is the one opportunity you get to get out of the rat race of finance and start becoming the investor in the communities and turn investors in your business of your customers. It's time. It's time, y'all.
Absolutely.
Want to share with you the education, some information, so you can grab some of this. You've been invited to this conversation with good reason. Someone cares about your longevity because they already see the door closing. There's not going to be a whole lot of more checks or loans that you can get from the government. They've stopped giving those. The buck has stopped with good reason. What happens if the dollar becomes insolvent? What happens? Who does it affect, y'all? If we
Everybody
default,
who utilizes it.
say it again.
Everybody who utilizes it, especially the ones who solely depend on that dollar.
That's right. So I want to give them names because we want to make sure everybody knows who they are. First of all, if you are Social Security, your retirement, people who are still getting retirement distributions, people who are on public assistance, WIC. You have things like the SNAP people who have SNAP. Y'all think SNAP not money. It is. It's backed by the dollar. Let's talk about it. People who have pensions that they've been spending years putting into, and you're expecting to get out of it, you might be close to retiring. You may not have taken your pension out and put it and saved in something different when you had an option. We are telling you right now, it is time to start looking at those things. You got until the 18th of October before decisions are made about the money of the country. GDP does not mean their money. It means y'all's, mine's, all of our money. It's American dollar.
All the American dollars.
All of the American dollars, sweetheart. So what that means is anybody who's relying on that form of finance in order to survive, to move through, to thrive, to have value, to be able to trade with, it affects you most. So for my business owners, I want to put a question in your head. Was Corona a difficult time for you financially? When we first had the pandemic, was that a serious time when you didn't know if y'all doors were going to stay open? How would you like to never have that happen to you again? Because when you're playing with someone else's money, you're playing by their rules.
Absolutely.
And as we heard, they just moved the finish line again, didn't they? They're moving that finish line, about to move it again. So let's
They
talk
have no
about
choice but to move that. They have to move the finish line because they can't keep up with what's going on.
this program.
More people, and I, not to be funny, but I want to be very realistic with people. A lot of Americans, when they got that stimulus package, a lot of them first off decided they were going to go shopping. Right off the cuff, they went shopping.
Mhm.
But if you realize it, spending after they got all the little doodads and trinkets, a few of them started putting their money back in the banks, thinking that was a good idea. Well, I'm gonna hold on to some of this. You essentially gave it back. You just gave it back.
Car insurance for as low as 20.
And you may not even realize that you gave it back. Because once they raise the debt ceiling, which means that America is going from 125% of their actual debt. And when I say that, I mean 125% over what they actually have as physical assets in the US. We'll leave it there. With 25% of what we have. If they raise the debt ceiling, it's $3 trillion. But there's currently a stay of $7 trillion that they haven't even covered yet. So we're operating at a negative 4. So just to get to zero, they don't need 3 trillion, they need $10 trillion just to get to zero. So I want you to understand, or I want to make you aware, America is in a position of debt and they owe everybody. Everyone has their hand waiting to get into the kitty. And if you don't do something right now to change the outlook of how you manage what we do, and I say we, because that's everyone here has to get up and do something. Everyone on the platform, everyone listening, everyone out there who actually has to understand, not even, or who wants to understand how their money truly works, has to get up and do something. Get up and do something.
That's a fact, because just like you said, they gonna bail themselves out and all their departments out and all of their big corp friends out. And they're not gonna bail us out.
Not the American people, all of you who want to fight over who's vaxxed and non-vaxxed before you look at your financial statements and see.
Distraction.
That's a distraction.
Mhm.
I'm losing money and somebody is actually making it. So I just want to share with you all, this platform is not to drive you any direction, is to present an option. It is to present options where sometimes it looks like there are none. Because we're not here to say the sky is falling. We're here to get you an umbrella and show you how to walk through the rain.
Yep.
Let's get it started. One of the ways that we've been able to see people through a lot of this since before the pandemic has been to help them to start learning how to save. You know, we had to learn that saving is important, but how you save, what you save makes a big difference. Robert Kiyosaki put it to himself. He said himself, people are saving, they're not what?
Spending.
They got that stimulus and they're not spending, they're saving. Because why? Smart people don't know. We don't know when this is coming. We don't know when it's going to happen again. They saving, they putting it away. So what's not happening?
Circulation.
And that's a
Zero
no-no.
circulation means zero
That's a
equity.
no-no. Why you think they're trying to get you back to work no matter what? Okay. They need that movement, not just you making money, they need you spending money, but you're not doing it. You're working and you're saving the best you can. Now let's make sure your savings can save your life. This is for our business owners. These options that we're giving you are ways that you can bring new revenues into your community that will benefit you the most. Let's get it popping. First question we ask is, what is Bitcoin? And so we answer it.
When you want to buy something normally, using your normal bank card, this is what happens. I give my card details to the shop asks the bank if I'm good for the money. The bank checks its records to see if I've got enough in my account. If I do, it lets the shop know. It updates its records to show the movement of money from my account to the shop's. Oh, and it takes a little cut for its trouble. Now, if you wanted to remove the bank from that system, who else would you trust to keep those records and not alter them or cheat in any way? Well, I wouldn't trust you. I wouldn't trust you. In fact, I wouldn't trust any single person, but I might trust everyone. The idea is you don't have a central record of transactions. Instead, you distribute many, many copies of this ledger around the world. Each owner of each copy records every transaction. So, to buy something using cryptocurrency, I give the shop my details. The shop asks all the bookkeepers if I'm good for the money. The bookkeepers all check their records to see if I have enough. If I do, they tell the shop, and then all update their records to show the movement of money. So there's no way that a forged transaction can make it in. If I try to alter a ledger, it won't match all of the other copies. And it gets rejected. Oh, and one of them, at random, will be given a reward of some newly created cryptocurrency. This is how cryptocurrencies work. And remember, all of these bookkeepers, all of these ledgers, they're not actually people, they're computers. Lots of computers.
We can't hear you. You're muted.
So now that we understand that it's safe, it's mine. What I really liked about that is he was really talking about the shop owners. He's talking about small businesses, peer-to-peer, you to me. When people walk into your business, when they're working with your business, you know, most of us give them an address that we have or an account that we have with some other platform that verifies and makes sure that our money gets to here to there. But if you, like me, signed up for a merchant account, it also takes quite a bit of money for people to be able to do that with you. They make us add a fee on so we don't have to pay them to get our money.
Absolutely.
And we still gotta wait. Because
It's funny, they always tell you that, you know, and I'm only gonna say this is what I've heard, and I've heard this at different store locations that I've been to. We were instructed to pass that fee on to the customer so that we wouldn't have to pay it.
Uh-huh.
I have a problem with that. Why am I paying extra for giving you money?
Or they enact a minimum purchase.
Yep, I've seen that many times where
And
if you
did
go
know that
into
Visa
somewhere,
Yep. You know that Visa and MasterCard actually have a ruling that they're not supposed to do that.
oh yes, I know,
Yeah.
but we know people break the law all the time because they don't
yeah.
know it. So, yeah, I've seen that many times. Like I go to just grab a loaf of bread and
Like, what
yeah,
you
I gotta pay, right now I gotta pay a 50-cent fee or $1 fee or something. And it's
Or
like,
you-
why would I do that instead of just going to grab something else I need, you know? So,
And when you notice when they put on your receipt, they don't put 50-cent surcharge on it.
Oh, no, they don't.
They will not put, they say, oh, the bread costs this much. You never see surcharges that they put on top their countertops for you to pay on top of your receipt.
or they just
They
put
just total it
grocery.
up.
Or they label it
Exactly.
grocery.
They'll label it grocery as though they
Mhm.
made a sale. And the sad part about it is that's actually a tax, y'all.
Yep.
Something they're not allowed to do, and you're not allowed to be taxed twice.
You're
See,
collecting taxes on
because we
what?
don't know the rules, people take advantage. And when they do, those pennies add up to dollars and dollars to hundreds and hundreds to money that you
Yep.
could have been taking care of your family with. But you keep patronizing, not understanding. That's just from the customer's point of view. Now, let's talk about our business owners from your point of view, because I'm with you. I ain't trying to pay nobody bills so they can pay me. Cut that out. Let everybody be responsible for yours, but you the one who signed up with the third party and signed on the dotted line that it would be okay to
Absolutely.
take your money to get your money. So now we need to teach you how to make better choices because there are other options that take that third party, especially because, you know, it felt kind of nice when I thought I was my own boss until somebody told me I couldn't have my money till I paid them. I was working for them.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it kind of had to come across real clear. Oh, you mean what you mean? I didn't pay you yet, so I can't get my money I worked for this week.
It's yours, mine, and ours always.
Exactly. So let's take the hours out of it. Let's put the yours and mine, and we have a nice day for good services. How about that? Well, I love it. Cryptocurrency is nothing without this amazing invention. And it came before it. So it was crazy how cryptocurrency, the blockchain, let's just put the word to it, blockchain, it's a beautiful word, has made all of this possible. And it was around a long time ago. They were just, I think they were using it for a ledger to figure out how to put things and store stuff. And they were like, oh, we're gonna need a lot of space and we're gonna need to organize things. And it
They
was
were
just
tracking mortgages and documentations for mortgages.
until somebody said, well, it's electronic. And we need this, we have these things that give us value, and that thing will keep it to where now if we encrypt it, we'll have protection, we'll have the ledger, and we'll have verification everybody can see.
Open source.
Let's talk about what remittances do. Okay? What's a remittance, y'all? Let's give a good name for one. Y'all know any of the common remittances? They're
It's a receipt for money.
well, no.
Money receipt.
Give me the name of a business that functions as a remittance.
Oh, Western Union.
Money. Right.
MoneyGram.
Western Union.
MoneyGram. And they work just like those guys do with your credit card. What they do is when somebody needs money or you want to transfer funding, they act as the third-party verification.
Sure, that's funny now that you say that. We now also have Walmart doing remittance systems.
So we need
Yes.
everybody jumping in the money business.
Wally World.
Everybody.
Excuse
We are
me,
about to
y'all.
show, sure, no problem. Come on back, Miss Chocolate. So look, let's be real. It's now time to show the average Joe how to get in the money game because it's your money.
Absolutely.
Why not? So look, let's talk about it. How do I turn my business, my project? Maybe I sell products. Maybe I sell $5 products, and I want to make this money. How do I do that? Well, it's time to get your business on the blockchain so you don't need third-party people who need to charge you money to take your money before you get it. So let's talk about it. I'm going to share a little bit about what the blockchain offers. The first video gave you a bit of a taste, but now we're going to roll into really how this works. So I can't wait till Miss Chocolate comes back. She's sort of she's a blockchain aficionado. I love that lady. She makes sure that people know exactly what they're doing.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
My
indeed.
girl. All right, let's do it. So let's talk about this. And I like the videos because it makes it simple. You know, I like making things simple.
Vote. Have you ever wondered whether your ballot is actually counted? If you meet someone online, how do you know they're who they say they are? When you buy coffee that's labeled fair trade, what makes you so certain of its origin? To be sure, really sure, about any of those questions, you'd need a system where records could be stored, facts could be verified by anyone, and security is guaranteed. That way, no one could cheat the system by editing records, because everyone using the system would be watching. Systems like this are on the horizon, and the software that powers them is called a blockchain. Blockchains store information across a network of personal computers, making them not just decentralized, but distributed. This means no central company or person owns the system, yet everyone can use it and help run it. This is important because it means it's difficult for any one person to take down the network or corrupt it. The people who run the system use their computer to hold bundles of records submitted by others, known as blocks, in a chronological chain. The blockchain uses a form of math called cryptography to ensure that records can't be counterfeited or changed by anyone else. You've probably heard of the blockchain's first killer app, a form of digital cash called Bitcoin that you can send to anyone, even a complete stranger. Bitcoin is different from credit cards, PayPal, or other ways to send money because there isn't a bank or financial middleman involved. Instead, people from all over the world help move the digital money by validating others' Bitcoin transactions with their personal computers, earning a small fee in the process. Bitcoin uses the blockchain by tracking records of ownership over this digital cash, so only one person can be the owner at a time and the cash can't be spent twice, like counterfeit money in the physical world can. But Bitcoin is just the beginning for blockchains. In the future, blockchains that manage and verify online data could enable us to launch companies that are entirely run by algorithms, making self-driving cars safer, help us protect our online identities, and even track the billions of devices on the Internet of Things. These innovations will change our lives forever, and it's all just beginning. To learn more about the urgent future of the blockchain, please visit iftf.org/blockchainfutureslab.
I like that one. I really like that one because it really lets you see how many places you can actually use blockchain to keep a record of everything going on and actually watch it move in live time. And that's really cool. I don't know if everyone saw it, but they had blenders, clocks. They had a whole warehouse behind it all. But I want you to think about it, and this is just my take. If you own a business and you have people coming to work for you and you have them punch in on the blockchain, you keeping their data, their time data in place. There's no misconception. You started at this time, you left at this time. Everyone can see it, and you can see it. So your pay. There should never be a problem with your time, your payroll at the end of the week. It's all taken care of, and that's what I just see as a business owner. I can see people coming in and swiping in their QR code to start their day, swiping their QR code to come out. That's simple. I can see that as a reality. I'm about to mute because I hear the New York City people.
It's okay. I don't think
I see it as well. I used to work at a company who had so many employees that they had many discrepancies in payment. And the system was, it was tedious, and sometimes it didn't work. You would go through the process and filling out the paperwork and sending it in, and they would take so much time to verify. Right. And then even sometimes they still didn't give you what they owed you. So I could see the blockchain resolving that issue of those payroll discrepancies. And that's one of the things I love about the blockchain. It seems to solve real life issues.
There you go. Technology is supposed to have and let's keep in mind, this is technology, everyone. These are programs. Right. Programs have to have a purpose they were created to serve man. And everyone gets a little nervous when I say stuff like that. They go, oh my God, AI. And I remind them, it is here to serve you as long as you have something for them to do. You cannot just expect it to run your life or enhance your life. I hate to say it, but it brings me back to an anecdote about my first computer. My first computer I had a People PC. I got one because I heard
oh my gosh.
at the time, oh hush. It's like, you're dating yourself. Okay, so look, I got a PC because, we didn't have a computer at the time. I worked in a place that had a computer, and I even worked on a computer, but I didn't have one. And I was just left out. It's like, oh my goodness. But the more I heard people saying, make money with the internet, make money with, make money online with your computer. You need a computer if you're going to make money. So I got a computer to make money. I was like, okay. Hey, if this is the way things are going, I saw technology. I saw that direction things were taking. So I was going to be involved on the trend. You know what did not come with the computer? How to make money with this thing. That did not come. So I had to learn that every innovation has to be worked out. You have to learn about it. You have to build on your knowledge to see how it can work for you, how you can put it to work. And honey, I've been playing with these bad boys. I even learned how to build them. I'm really excited. I took on it intrigued me so much more. When I got into it. And it really helped me to love what technology can do for us. Now, yes, we abuse. Everything we get as human beings, we abuse. Every good thing we make, everything that's invented, we take to the very end. And so we must learn to no different than with food, no different than with any other addiction. We must learn to control ourselves. And therefore, the life that we want, that we would like to live, the one that benefits us, comes from learning how to take over and control what we have. My fellow business owners, my cohort in this world, we are the workers. We're the ones who see getting up early, going to bed late, servicing the most people, and managing, being able to do that again. It is time we stop being self-employed and become business owners, investors. If you've ever heard of the cash flow quadrant, and even if you haven't, If you opened up a business that you work from sun up to sundown, you just became a very broke employee, overworked, underpaid, and definitely underappreciated. And you'll only have more of that. You have to diversify. You have to find out how the finances in your service region work. Because if you don't know that, then you're at a job you gave yourself for a paycheck you are willing to take. And most of the time, you're not happy. Satisfied is hard to come by. So let's stop being satisfied. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm here to disrupt all of that. I'm a troublemaker. Let you know now, if you can't handle this, you might want to turn the dial, but a sister here to break it up. I'm about to show you what the blockchain can do, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit about a company that has been putting the work into making sure yours and my life changed. We didn't have to have a Fortune 500 company to be a part of this big change in American, I'm sorry, in worldwide. We can't even say it. We here in America, but it's worldwide. So wherever you're watching from, we got your back too. Get in touch with P2G because we're going to hook you up too. We are worldwide with this. See, our little home mom and pop shop tech company called Gotcha Techs just went global. And I'll show you why.
Currently, about 1.7 billion adults across the globe remain unbanked. 6 in 10 unbanked people have a smartphone. Everyone deserves access to financial services. Use crypto. Let's be the change.
What if I told you you could get car insurance for as low as $28 a month? If you pay over $100 a month, keep watching.
Today I'm looking for my lunch and also to get a good drink. So I'm here in a cafe area and let's try to see what we can find. Let's get some good food and good drinks. Now we are here at a very nice coffee place that supports our XPOS device and also our XPass card. Let's buy ourselves some drinks using our XPass card. Can I have a chocolate coffee?
One chocolate coffee?
Yeah.
Chocolate coffee?
So can I pay with my Pundi XPass card?
Okay.
So what I'll do is that I'll just tap the device using the card. Here we have it. We just bought ourselves a chocolate coffee using the Pundi XPass card. Can I buy a Bitcoin using my XPass card?
Of course can.
The Pundi XPoS device not only allows me to buy coffee, it also allows me to buy Bitcoin. And we can also buy Bitcoin using mobile application. This is Pundi Pundi, and let's try to buy a Bitcoin using the application. Fifi, can I buy a 0.1 Bitcoin?
Okay.
So what I'll do is that I will use the QR code and let the XPoS device scan my QR code. So I will confirm the payment using my thumbprint. Okay, or the passcode. Here I have it. I bought myself a Bitcoin. You can actually buy coffee or Bitcoin using our XPoS device and our XPass card or our application.
Now, Al, I'm going to ask you for a favor. Please look at your phone and tell me those numbers. I want to do something because I'm going to show you an example of that.
I'll put it inside the chat.
Okay, I won't be able to open that since we are recording. Just
Okay.
The numbers change.
Okay.
Now, what he is doing is helping me to access the my POS machine, which myself, I have the Pundi POS. I am, like I said, I would never tell anybody about anything I haven't done myself. We not going down that road.
You ready?
So, come on.
8351.
Why can't I do that on this string? Why can't I do that on this?
Security.
it doesn't pose a security issue for me because those numbers change every time, which is exactly why I asked him. So what happens is that Pundi, I love, is a secure way for people to do two things. Business owners like myself, I sell services and I sell goods. I sell physical tech goods. And for myself, when I'm at an event or I'm out at a, doing vending, and sometimes even when I'm on Zoom, I can actually take in a payment in cryptocurrency. We already talked about crypto. We talked about Bitcoin. Now, I know a lot of businesses have, what's the major question for business owners, Ms. Chocolate? What's a major question for people who are just getting started in crypto?
They want to know how they turn it into cash.
Thank you. Always, how do I cash out? I got to pay my bills with this money. I got you. So the wonderful part about it all is we actually, because you're coming in through P2G, Pundi is an international program. It's not a problem, but P2G partnered with the Pundi system because we run an education system. Everyone who partners in the Pundi program gets free training, not A. You take on free training in cryptocurrency and you become a part of the network of education for your customers in your community. So we teach them how to shop with you in crypto. Oh yes, we ain't crazy out here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you about how crazy I am. I'm gonna show you how you can find, this is for the average business owner. I'm gonna show you how you can find crypto in your community. Something you might not have realized how much crypto is really around you. Miss Chocolate, would you mind giving your zip code for that?
Yep, 37075.
Can you all see this?
Yep.
All right, I want to make sure I'm getting the right screen. So we, like I said, I'm one of those people who put my money where my mouth is. I don't play that. And I show people now what I'm doing is showing you the money. Okay. Now give me that one more time.
37075.
Now this young lady lives in this general area. And this is to show her exactly how many accesses to cryptocurrency there are close to her. You go to something like this, this is a map, or it's a search engine for specifically for these particular coin machines that are in the area that accept as well as pay out in cryptocurrency. They also take in and they cash out cryptocurrency to cash. Now, if you're a business owner and you have an ATM, but you don't accept crypto, you have a Bitcoin ATM, but you don't accept crypto, what's missing for you?
Profit.
Seriously.
Assets.
It's a match. All right, Al. No judgment. So look, the bottom line is people are walking in your store getting something that has a higher value and you're getting none of it. The other question that business owners have for us is what else, honey?
They want to know about the volatility of the coin.
Thank you, sis. Thank you. Because this Bitcoin be going up and down, don't it? These coins. The beautiful part about it. It is a beautiful thing, especially for the people who are making those profits and they're looking to spend in it. So as people have this cryptocurrency, their dollars are going further, they're translating, but they're not translating over to something you have access to. So they have to turn it into dollars and they don't want to do that because they want to keep the growth. They don't want to cash out because they know that there are issues with that. So why not be the one that accepts crypto, but safely so that you get your dollar amount no matter what time you want to pull out? Because Pundi system locks in the dollar amount by stabilizing it. The minute the coin comes back into the system, no matter which one of the coins the machine accepts, and there are 9 different cryptocurrencies on this machine to accept, you get either USDT, Tether, a stable coin, or you get another one called DAI, which is another stable coin. Now, Ms. Chocolate, you gave us an example of your zip code. And close to her, she's got 26 miles. I think she has a lot of space. Ooh, wait a minute. Sorry, y'all. Why does it have me in Germany again?
Why do they have what?
It's in Germany.
Oh, wow.
VPN on. I don't have my VPN on, so let's see if we can find you, lady. Do you have a prefix or an abbreviation?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that.
Let's see what we come up with if we get out of Germany. Based on your search, we found. But you see, they're in Germany.
Yeah.
All right, they're
That
around the
is
world.
so
Wherever that is, it's quite a bit of them, wherever that is.
So if you live in this area, this is how far it is from you. Now you can go to that area and notice that this is pretty condensed. So it's 26, 42, 58, 59. These guys are fairly close to each other. Then it's 69, 69. These guys are close to each other. 107, 107. These are all fairly close to each other and within driving range. Look at that. So worldwide, we have access to crypto. And when you hit sell, you get buy and sell. Not all locations that are able to buy crypto will transfer crypto out. Now, for my business owners, we try to create vision in this session. And what I'm creating is a vision of yourself and how your business can then do something that other businesses may only dream of. Oh,
Right.
there we
When
go.
I talked
That's
about
the
that,
balance.
when I spoke about those profits that's leaving, look at the percentages that they're charging for
Oh,
you to
yeah.
buy or sell.
Let's take a look at that. All right, my sister just pointed out some real good advice. This machine sells Bitcoin. It'll buy Bitcoin from you, meaning it says buy Bitcoin, and it'll charge you 24%. When you sell out to cash, now look at that. You're gonna buy at a higher rate. Now this is the opposite of what we want to do, right?
Right, exactly.
But these guys know the value. They know how to get the most out of you. They up the rate of Bitcoin per euro. And then when you want to sell, they're going to sell you it when it's at a lower price. I'm going to sell you it at a lesser value, which just means, and then I'm going to charge you interest at a lower value too, because what would happen if they raised that amount, it wouldn't be worth it at all to do this transfer. But this is cash, y'all. That's a cash sale. It goes out to fiat. This machine takes in fiat and it distributes fiat. Excuse me. Interesting, right?
Yes, it is, especially considering that there are over 100 and something million people who are utilizing Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Just to think about all the people that will come into your establishment and go to that machine, and they're getting percentages like that, the people who own those machines.
Exactly.
And that's walking right past you out the door.
I thank you. Would you want people to come into your store and leave not buying anything on a regular basis? Knowing it's like having a casino and no one actually going to your casino. They just keep coming in the door to go to the bathroom and leave.
Right.
What? What? But this is the reality of it all. You now can have this as an attractor. We accept and sell Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin from us. Use your Bitcoin to buy our products and goods. And you always get the dollar amount, and it keeps in a stabilized way. Now, what I like about this is that what if this location was closed?
You have another option.
Drugstore. It's on the same page. This is a crypto search engine in your community. It shows you what's available. Now, you might not be in Germany, but I like this. Y'all see this? That's the store. Shows you exactly what it is. Look at that. That's an ATM. CSK Cash, ATM. Then they have the other one is inside. You want to see the other picture because the other picture shows you exactly what it is. Ta-da, the machine. It shows you where to find the machine inside each location. They have to put a picture. Some of these machines, some of these stores do not have the machine or the machine is not working. That is something that we observed. Now, if something happens with the machine, then people coming to the location should so something happens and you're having trouble with the machine itself, you don't contact the location, you contact the operator. Now you got the operator of the machine to connect with directly yourself. That's who you did your transaction with. Guys?
Does that make sense to everybody? I hope it makes sense.
This is awesome. It's a great first step, but you need to take this step to the next level.
You work directly with the person who puts the machine in the shop.
Exactly. Let's do this. I want you to see a little bit more of what Zach has been up to. We have another video to share with you. I like this. This is one of my favorites. We saw you, Zach.
The future happens when we explore new frontiers. Gemini is the future of finance. Invest in over 30 cryptos like Bitcoin.
Their commercial.
Objective of building PuniX is actually to allow everyone to be able to use cryptocurrency to buy and sell items and also to acquire cryptocurrency through a very easy way through Expose.
Think of our partnership now that we have integrated our export solution into your Android devices, and what do you hope to see as well as a result of this partnership?
Well, first of all, thanks for partnering with us. It's great. I think by partnering with FunDX, we actually enable ourselves to the next step of transacting, right?
Yeah.
So we already do card payment, we do QR payment, and we pride ourselves on integrating any payment method that's out there, and that's going to be used by consumer globally. So, you know, one thing, we're going to be able to do cryptocurrency, but not just only one type of cryptocurrency. We offer the wide variety of a currency and coins that thanks to your wallet. So I think it's great. It really puts us in a unique position to offer to our consumers and merchants what they want to do.
for the company and also for our MPXS holders, because essentially our commitment to the holders and also the community is that we want to be a company that is doing real stuff, which is rolling out real products for real people to use. So I think that is our commitment, and the partnership with Ultra and the success so far is a proof that we can do it.
Now, that was very streamlined. That was nice and streamlined. It's from the customer, from you directly to the customer, and the customer directly to you. No middleman. Now, how simple is that to go? And all he did was share how far the technology has come from when it first started.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the business that he was doing business with earlier, he purchases coffee. He was able to make a purchase of Bitcoin from the same company, from the same people, same machine, period. So they became a distributor of cryptocurrency as well as a receiver of cryptocurrency for services and goods. And yes, you are allowed to make a profit in doing so because you're dealing with your very own cryptocurrency. Now, I'm excited for this. And I want to drive home a little bit of a point. I'm going to put back up. We're gonna take a look at Robert because he points out something. Let's just share how this all comes together for us. Yeah. Y'all know me.
While you pulling that up, I want to say I love the Pundi machine because, like you said, like the Gold Banker said, there is no middleman. And that was a thing, and it's still an issue for people that's coming into the crypto space that doesn't understand there's a difference between centralized and decentralized. And so those popular central applications that they utilize, they get their name, their birthday, their social security number, they get all of their stuff. And so I love that the Pundi system is not making it easy, but you don't have to do all that with the KYCs. When you're selling crypto from your machine, the customer doesn't have to give you their social.
Absolutely. It's clean, cut, and dry. It's really simple for the customers to use, and you don't have to. It's as easy as swiping a credit card, and you just and doing different. The biggest difference is you don't have to wait. There is no waiting period. It's right there, right now.
That's right.
It's seconds. It's seconds for you to receive payments.
So I'm going to put this up here real quick, and I love that. It's a fast process. We're going to come right back into it, but I want to make sure while we're looking at that, we bring this information in, and this is part of wealth preservation. It's a conversation Robert Kiyosaki had in that interview.
In order to best protect their portfolio?
Well, that's a great question, because the only reason you'd be worried, it really goes back to when did you buy?
Yeah.
Remember, your profit is made when you buy, not when you sell. So I remember in 2000, gold went down to like 300 or something like this. I thought I died and went to heaven. I just backed up the truck. So when Bitcoin went to, let's say, 20,000, I was going, well, that's kind of interesting. So when it backed down to 3, then rebounded to 6, I picked it up at 6, and it's 41 today. So your profits are made when you buy, not when you sell. So if you're worried about your position, you probably bought too high.
So you're holding on to your gold, silver, and Bitcoin, clearly. Do you think that after this October crash happens, that there'll be significant appreciation, a significant rally of all of those assets afterwards?
I believe so. That's why I started this whole thing. I am very bullish gold, silver, and Bitcoin, but I'm very anti-Fed and Treasury. And I think it's very interesting that Yellen came from the Fed. And let me repeat, Lennon, again, the establishment of a central bank is 90% of communizing a nation. That's in this book, Capitalist Manifesto. I think we better wake up, because our academics, our school teachers, are Marxist. And I'm not saying that my poor dad was a Marxist, but he didn't know it. He's a good man. He's a school teacher. But he didn't know anything about money. Nothing. And so that's what they're.
Look, I don't care what the man political, and he always says he's not political, he's a capitalist. I gotta agree.
He said it point blank every time. I'm a capitalist.
He says, I'm not Republican, I'm not, and to be honest, at the heart of every person that is really about taking care of business, you are. You're a capitalist. You know why? Try going without preserving self. Just depend on the universe and put no effort into it. Find out where you go. There's a lot of those people outside. I live in Harlem. A whole lot of them going, hey, hey, brother, I'm hungry. One of the people today actually asked for what he wanted and he got it from me. Because if you ask me for money, then the answer is no. If you say that you're hungry and you want some food and you're willing to accept food, step on in the room, brother. Let what you want to eat. Because you know what you want. When you tell me money, and this is your circumstances, you're not a good money bet. That's not a good idea for me to put my hard-earned money into that. No, you're not a good money bet. And financially, we have got to start being better managers and better protectors of our financial wealth. My brothers and sisters who are out there running businesses, struggling, there's one book that will save your whole life and a lot of strife from what you hear. The book is called The Richest Man in Babylon. I'm gonna suggest you get the physical book. You can download it on PDF, or you can listen to it for free on YouTube. Start listening and read while you listen. Take notes and apply that to your life like a book, like your own personal money Bible. Because I guarantee you the Bible you went to church for ain't doing it. Only the pastor knows the secrets in the Bible that are making people wealthy because they're using them on you, but they're not sharing them with you. This book, for some odd reason, puts everything back in perspective, like they was just giving it away. And I'm like, covet it while you can. Because when that book disappears, while we are talking about books, download it, get a physical copy, do what you can, because some books will disappear.
Yeah, that's usually what happens when stuff change over. Books will walk away.
Start flipping. And now, so I'm letting you know right now, it's time to educate yourself. It is now. These days, we're not in the old business. We're not in the old country model anymore. You know what I'm saying? We used to be industrial. We left that. We're technological. Information. We actually left tech straight to information. That is the next age. The information age was when it was followed tech. We went from agrarian to mechanical. What was it? To industrial. So we go agrarian, industrial, technological, digital, information based. We are here. Welcome, fellow Jetsons. Okay?
That's right.
My fellow Jetsons, we are here. This is the information age, and if you can't keep up, as they say, if you don't know what the product is, you are the product. Sweetheart.
Absolutely. Yes, indeed.
Free means that the price that says it's free. Ever wonder why Facebook free, Google free, all of that free? You can use it.
You are the marketing tool. You are the marketing.
No, you're not the marketing tool, sweetheart. You're the product. They're selling you your information, your every move, that which is your inside and outside. My question, my small business owners, is are you in on it? We are out here trying to make this money, but are you making it last? Are you building finances into your business, or are you just working the job? I'm showing you how to get on the other side. I'm spitting free game for right now, but it will cost you to get in the door.
You're either playing the long game or you're playing the short game. You pick your side.
Trust me, because I just learned how much money I just was missing because I ain't listening to somebody.
We're not going to have that conversation. My heart is broken.
But I'm letting you know that sleeping on information in this whole day and age can cost you greatly.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm like $5,000 to $4,000 today. In 3
And that's a fact. And that's why I always tell people we got to start being more proactive.
Yes.
You know, it's a great thing that we're in the information age because now the information is out there so we can get it.
Yes. Before, all of this was kept under literally handshakes, a blood oath, the whole nine. They had all kinds of languages. Has anyone ever seen National Treasure? That's crazy. Baby.
They had secret societies, secret codes.
The kingdom. Guess how they're hiding the map?
In the written word.
Thank you. They just said we just gonna hide the map where people don't look in writing. We'll have you guys watching videos and checking out the latest and talking about latest comedy hype, this, that, and the other. Oh, they not too distracted enough. Now we gotta have a problem. We're gonna distract them. They're talking about this vaccine thing. Now we're giving 45 stories about that. Guys, I share with you, in the end of the day, are you paying your bills and are you working 20 hours? That's all that matters. For my farmers, give me a ring. The information will be in the bottom of this. For those who have been joining us on YouTube, I want to say thank you for joining us and sticking in here, because the bottom line is this is not a conversation. We're not crying. We're not chicken littling, y'all. This is what's happening, and we're showing you ways to step through it. You don't have to do none of this. You will have to experience life. That's something my mother taught me. My mama said, I'm gonna say this, don't take offense, but I'm gonna have to cuss. She said a hard head make a soft ass. And the bottom line, you keep trying to be a hard head, that soft ass will come every time. It's gonna hurt you more than it hurt me. Because I don't plan to do that. I have one thing I did learn is information doesn't hurt. I don't have to use everything I hear. But if I never heard it, I can suffer greatly.
This is true.
And for that which we were never allotted as the public, look, I'm brown-skinned girl from the wrong side of the tracks. I live in Harlem. I'm never supposed to have this access. I was never supposed to see something go from 0.000008 to $10,000 in a week. I was never supposed to see that. I was never supposed to experience the reality of knowing how to count that in math because I went to 3rd grade. If this is confusing you, it's time to have a conversation so I can straighten it out for you. And even these people can do the same. We'll show you how it works. We'll train you to be able to see these numbers the way they need to be seen in your business. Because if you are working for every single dime and ain't none of that stuff coming back after you spend it, you're an employee. You're not a business owner. You're an overworked employee. And I hate to say it, you're not the only one, but a lot of us are leaving that space because we see what's available. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. We have an entire educational platform where this young lady and that young man right there take their time and put their dedication into making sure you get it. They start you from kindergarten, take you to high school, college, you got to pay for. Y'all know how that works. But anybody ever get a job while they was in school, in high school?
Yes.
Or for some basic skills you got when, you know, you was learning in school how to read, write, count, and arithmetic. You counted, and then he was able to hire you when you turned 16.
Standard application.
So therefore, if you can go from kindergarten to high school with us, you can pay yourself. If you want to advance that, you have to deal with some of the other responsibilities that comes with advancing your personal portfolio. But get this information, get the truth, and get the info you can research. Because if you do not, you will suffer in vain while others are growing. And we all said it's possible. Trust me, I missed my Bitcoin opportunity, y'all. I missed it. Bitcoin was $100. But you know what? I love it because the growth today is phenomenal. What I've seen happen, you can't tell people that. You got to just show it to them. I show the numbers. We show them, look, this the blockchain keeps. Y'all remember they said the blockchain chain keeps the record? I can show you the record. Ain't that great? I can show you the record.
Yep.
So I got proof that this is going on. My question is what you got proof of? That you work, overwork, underpaid, and you still need money? Been there. Just chose another road. Come join us. All right. Anything going on this week? Let's let them know. Let's let them know what's happening.
Well, this week, tomorrow we got Rapping Crypto. You guys record. You got the rappers and you got crypto coming together at 9 o'clock on the same station, coming together on the P2G Networks TV on YouTube.
All right.
Followed up on the following night by the lady at my top, Miss Chocolate Gold Bay.
Yeah.
My sister. Let them know what you got going on Thursday.
Tell them what
Well,
you do.
on Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 if you're in Central Time, we are going to be hosting Crypto Kids, myself and my partner, Dawood L. And Crypto Kids is a family platform. So bring the children because we're going to break it down so they can learn it, you can learn it, and y'all can build together. Because that's the whole premise of Crypto Kids, growing and building together.
We have really put to the point where we actually solidify generational wealth. Most people think generational wealth is what you leave your family. It is not. It is what you teach them to maintain. Because anybody can make money or leave money. It's how long will they be able to maintain it and will they be able to grow it for the next generation?
That's right.
And that's the key. It's not having the money, it's knowing how to keep it. And that's the educational part that comes in.
That's right.
Because anyone can get rich. The one who has the education gets wealthy.
That's right. Exactly.
And stays there.
Exactly. So on Friday, it's crazy freaky Friday because we have so much happening. First, this young lady at 6 p.m. Central works it out to show you how to fundraise Freedom Friday.
Fundraising Friday. It's actually 6 Eastern, 5 Central Time.
See,
but yes, fundraising Freedom Fridays at 5, and I'm very excited because this week we're actually going to speak to how the children can start building their own portfolios and their own, sustainable income. So I'm excited about that too.
Good luck.
I'm just loving it. So it's really weird because I'm like, I would rather, and as much as I love I love me some Girl Scout cookies. I can't have it.
Having a moment.
Tell you right now, my big booty can't take no more, neither can the booties in this country. I love my little ladies and we will donate to them as we need to, but I want my girls to stop going out begging. Let's stop teaching our babies to beg for money. Our nonprofit organizations they've been given the green light a couple of years back when Obama was in office to be able to receive cryptocurrency as donations. So why are we still begging for dollars? Why are we not teaching crypto in our communities and in our organizations so that is the way we grow finances? The individual gets growth and then they have to donate in a growing capacity. I don't know. Sounds too much like right, huh, y'all? So let's learn how to stop making beggars of our children and men.
That's right.
Let's talk with Miss Chocolate because she's doing this fundraising on the blockchain.
Yes.
Changing the game, honey, long term. None of that temporary stuff.
That's right.
No annual, we're not doing no more annual fundraisers. Our fundraising goes on all year round. And everybody who comes in makes money. That's right.
Never have to repeat it.
That's right.
That's right.
Mr. Thomas. So right after Miss Chocolate, she does her thing.
Well, right after Miss Chocolate on Friday, we turn around, we jump right into collective enlightenment, the wealth conversation for the masses. We talk about everything and everything, be it just life in general to cryptocurrency, finances, whatever it takes or whatever we think we should share with you to open your mind to the things that aren't normally talked over at the kitchen table. And this is, this is that true conversation, that real conversation. That conversation you weren't given when you were young for some of us.
So it's our family conversation.
Yeah.
You know, we always skip over what we do in the morning. I hate to say it, but this Friday, on Wednesday and Friday, we do a morning show called Breakfast with the Thomases, me and that guy over there. So we do a Breakfast with the Thomases on an app called Stereo. It's the same app that you'll find Miss Chocolate on Friday.
Yes, yes.
That platform is a wonderful opportunity for us to have these conversations live with one another, share our ideas and our point of views, and actually educate and inform each other of what's going on. I mean, it's not there for us to just talk, and we get so many people in sharing.
Yes, yes, yes.
What we do is we just tell the truth. Every time we're on with the Thomases, we sit with you at the table as though you're one of our kids, or even one of my, I really look at y'all as sisters and brothers, but some of y'all is my kids because I realize y'all are way younger. Just letting y'all know. But to me,
we had, what was it? We had an 11-year-old one day.
Exactly.
Who was home from school.
Find him again. He was home from school and he was in England, and he was getting ready for his holiday with his family. And so we offered him to come and join us for Crypto Kids so he could learn how to play the game and pay to play, because he loves playing games. But we don't meet people like that in the world very often in other places locally. We can only do that when we go to collective places like the web. We use this network to connect the world, teach and share, and we expand our networks that way. We hope that you'll join us. And if that, just go to P2G, you'll get a link to wherever we at.
Yes, yes, yes.
Get a link, hop on. Don't forget, the live links like this event are only available during that time. So click the link, hop on. And then we have a full weekend of activities, because Pennies to Gold, which is our premier introduction, our basic, how crypto works, what you got to do, how you move things and shape, feel things and press the button, and what numbers you got to do. All of that's there. How to calculate my growth. If I'm gonna make some money, how much money can I make? If it's just pennies, because we don't work in big numbers right now. We teach you how to go from small numbers. So when you see big numbers, don't catch a heart attack. We want y'all to be calm, know that this is supposed to happen. But even more, we want you to know how to respond to that. That's the important part. People have watched Bitcoin go up and then in their account go down, and they didn't know what to do with it because they didn't get training.
Nope.
We have free training every week, twice a week, Mondays and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. We are here for the community. And let's get it popping, because the Saturday, Mr. Thomas is crazy enough to teach y'all how to trade.
Look, you guys gotta learn. It's a lot of fun. You get the basics, and every week we're teaching you how to go leave the platform with some money in your pocket. Not only do you learn the technical part of it, not only do you learn how to onboard to a MetaTrader 4 or a Pocket Options or a TradingView platform where you can do paper trade, you actually learn how to leave with actually taking a trade and getting profitable from it.
I know, because it happened 2 weeks ago. I keep popping in here.
And we're going to be talking about crypto trading this week. We're going to be full forward in crypto trading, crypto for crypto.
Okay. New platform?
Right.
New platform?
Same platform, crypto for crypto.
Okay. Nice. I like that. Look, we're constantly evolving, but we're not alone. We don't provide all of this. We have great partnerships that are just phenomenal. We are actually looking forward to presenting our partnerships and all the work that we've done to build with. The Bankers Club gives you Rapping Crypto every week. They're the ones who teach you about these coins and what's moving. And just to give you a heads up, one of those coins that were in one of their shows from 3 weeks ago went from 5 cents when they told you the coin was going to go ballistic. It is now almost $4,000 per one of those coins. If you got in, and I know I put $100 into all of my, I try to jump on it. This was one of the ones that made me cry because I missed it. But what it tells me is My source is good. I did my homework because when they share with you, you have to do that. That is the rule. But did anyone listen to the graph coin and make you some income on that? This is why you have to be in it to win it. You got to be in the space. You got to be in the know to get to the benefits. And you got to do your homework. We teach you how to research on Sunday afternoons at 3 o'clock. The Crypto University is our advanced study group that we do together live. We study this crypto together. We teach each other how to research. And then we go to be in our space, in our place with Black Girls Do Crypto. We invite all girls of every spectrum of the color of the rainbow and then some into our space. Because ladies,
that's all right.
It's our house.
That's all right.
It's our house.
All right.
Okay. See, Queen Shanita's letting you know it's a house.
Yes, indeed.
Love is a
And on
house.
Sunday, while the ladies are doing their thing, my gentlemen are in their space with the Golden Coin Kings. And
Yes. We are definitely throwing it down.
Round table. Go for it, baby. Well, I
Ladies
can't
and
tell you what they do. He got to tell you. I'm not a Golden Coin King.
Gentlemen, when we're in that room, we talk about everything from trading to life, dealing with stuff. If you had a past life, we talk about that. And then we come up with solutions for the past life. We don't live in the past.
That's right.
So definitely, if you come onto the platform, you sit down at the round table, there's only talk about moving up, leveling up. That is the whole conversation.
Conversations, that's right. How to change the game. So it's a suggestion that my brothers out here who might have literally, if you've been incarcerated, that's a space for you. That's a place where the brothers understand about changing the game completely. Being out on these streets is one thing. You got some basic skills. Now we're going to show you what to apply them to. And when I say we, you're going to start in that conversation with that man. And when you get into a conversation with me, you're going to understand how to move. We don't play that. I'm not your mama, baby, but I'll be the best sister you ever had. And that's just how it is on our platforms. All our ladies are some of the best sisters you've ever known. So this is the roundup, but you can't forget, we end up our weekend in a space where we pay homage and give love to the wisdom of our group. The wisdom of our group come together and they got their own thing going on. At 7 p.m. on Sunday, what's happening? I can't even get in the club on that.
Don't worry,
I ain't in the club.
Me neither.
Go ahead. Tell them what
Sunday at 7 o'clock, we sit down with the baby boomers. Now, these are the people who were moving and shaking prior to, and now we're showing them how to move and shake in the crypto space. We just slow it down so it actually makes sense. You know, we're not doing anything different. We're not doing anything fancy. We're taking the skills that they already have. We're just showing them how to put it into a different light. And these boomers already have it down to pack. They're actually, you know, if you come on, there are boomers on the platform who are actually flipping their retirements over, flipping them literally, and creating income. They're taking their 401s and putting it to work. And
this is
they're
not financial
managing
advice.
it.
Hello?
No, it's not.
That's very clear. That's not financial advice.
It's option. It is options. And they took it upon themselves to make these moves. Exactly. I'm just one of the lucky ones who got to be in the room to actually experience what they've gotten from the knowledge that we're sharing.
Yes, exactly.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you're 50 plus and you have any, you know, you're having inkling of wondering what cryptocurrency is, what it can do for you and how you can make it move in your life on a regular basis, come join us on Sunday night at 7 o'clock. We have this 7 o'clock on the P2G network, and we make sure you do it right after family time. So if you sit down and have dinner, you can sit down with us for a little bit, and we'll explain the basics. And you can come back as often as you need to.
That's
We're
right.
always there, no matter what.
The one thing I really love to do is I love that our platforms are very personable. We deal with the person, whatever you're dealing with. So if you come into our space and you join something and you're like, what the heck am I doing here? Make sure you connect with one of the people with just text in the room And make sure you connect with one of the leaders in the room, because they're going to reach out to you. They're going to be like, no problem, I got you. Let's talk. Because the goal is to help our community grow. And we put our lives into this. We've invested our lives into this because we've been invested in. Someone invested in us having this.
Yep.
So we have then turned around and we are paying it forward in our lives and being greatly returned. Let's not get it twisted. I work for pay. Don't get me wrong, because my expertise, I work for pay. But baby, by the time you get to where you're gonna pay me, you can afford it. And then some. You're just gonna be happy to do what we have to do, the next step. I love the fact that we have people who have come through the platform, and they've come and they've gone and they come back, and they know that we're still here. We're not going anywhere. We're evolving. So with that note, beautiful. I want you to come to the website. What do we have going on the 16th, y'all?
Yes, that's what I wanted to talk about, because we are having our P2G Network's website launch. Now listen, it is on the 16th. It is going to be an all-day event, but I got to get this out because I am hosting a Crypto Kids live gameplay. And so I'm looking for some people who want to get this game, download it now, and start learning how to play it so we can battle live. All right.
I'm coming to play.
Yes, let's get it, because not only are we playing games, we are playing NFT games. And so you are going to earn crypto, and we're going to have some other prizes available. So make sure y'all come to the website launch. We only got that. We got many people who are going to be there and involved on that day. My time, it will be 9 to 5. But if you're in Eastern time, it'll be 9 or 10 to 6.
Yeah.
And so, yes, so we're going to have some music, we're going to have gaming, we're going to have NFTs that will be for sale, NFTs that will be for giveaway.
Yeah.
Man, we got a lot going on. So make sure y'all come on the 16th, because we are so excited about this event.
Yes.
And I look forward to playing games with y'all.
Yes. I am looking forward to as well. So come, don't forget, download the game before you get in. We want to make sure everybody's ready. So you got to get on Crypto Kids on Thursday.
Yep, get in so you can get your game.
Register and get your game on. P2G, I love what we get to do, because now we get to sponsor. So from the Crypto Kids platform, if you join Crypto Kids and you've learned how to play this game, we are now looking for 5 young people to sponsor. I should say 5, that's 10. 5 young people to sponsor for this special game. And that means that you're gonna get an account set up with some amazing prizes inside, some usable prizes to make you extra cash. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. Yep. It's a play for pay, and you get a chance to really see how you can evolve your strategy play. So let's do it. I'm excited.
Yes. Awesome.
Sign up at the P2G Network. Hello, Miss Christina Barrett.
Hey.
We have a sister coming on. So we want to say thank you all and have a great evening, and we'll see you soon. Don't forget, in the boxes that below us, you'll see we'll have all of the information you need to sign up your family for whatever activities. And if you have any questions as a business owner, how to do this, how to make this work, get in touch with us, because we do one-on-ones and they're free. We're building this community for everyone. Don't use the word free and take it the wrong way. You're gonna have to work it. Remember, computers were built, but you still need to you have to use them for them to make you money.
Free isn't free.
That's
Free
right.
requires a little sweat equity.